Hello, welcome to this update for the storms around Southeast Asia, the typhoon, and also some storms in Australia. So let's see here first this tropical storm in the Philippines that might bring some typhoon conditions and head through Vietnam later. And if you can see here, there's like another disturbance in Vietnam, dumping some very heavy rain, and another one near Myanmar. So this is also a flooding threat for those areas. Just in the next day or so, already shows like more than 100 millimeters in Vietnam, even like close to 200 in a few areas in the next 24 hours. So there's this, and then there's this typhoon coming right after it in the same area for Vietnam. So please warn others in those areas if you know anyone, and be careful. Some heavy rain in Myanmar as well. So now in the Philippines, this tropical storm is relatively close. Today is Sunday, November 2nd. There it's already probably starting Monday. So shows like this storm is already relatively close and should start affecting the Philippines later Monday, November 3rd, especially closer to the afternoon and night hours. So please be careful. Shows some very heavy rain, damaging winds in all of those areas, central, southern Philippines, and some very rough conditions. So please stay safe. Monday to Tuesday still shows like near Roca City. No, there is some very heavy rain, strong winds from this as this crosses into the South China Sea. Tuesday, Wednesday shows that in the South China Sea, still a tropical storm might become a typhoon before here in Vietnam in the South China Sea. So please be aware, and the European shows this going to Vietnam as a typhoon Tuesday, no, Thursday into Friday, Thursday the 6th into Friday, and should start feeling some impacts as early as Wednesday night in Vietnam. So please stay safe. Friday the 7th does show more impacts to be felt across Thailand, Cambodia, spots across Laos as well in terms of flooding. So please be aware of this system coming. Please warn others and stay safe. If I put this until Friday, shows like this crosses the Philippines. The European shows a rainfall accumulation to 246 millimeters in the eastern Philippines, 200 central areas, even close to 313 in a few islands there. And there's this island right here, shows even like 369 right at the center, more spots to 200 or more, and nearly 400 is possible in San Jose and some towns there in already the southwestern corner in the Philippines. This is basically like central western Philippines, right? Like central areas. So please stay safe in those islands in the South China Sea, possibly more than 200 millimeters. And as this goes towards Vietnam, in Calayan, and some islands there show some heavy rain too, but especially in Vietnam, so like 228 millimeters, 257. And this goes further north, the islands as well, some 288 millimeters, and also into Laos and Cambodia, some flooding possible in the end of this week. So please stay safe in those areas, and until the 10th, alright, it shows more as well possible. So please stay safe in those areas, especially in the Philippines, with damaging winds and heavy rain and everything. So the European model wingas, just to have an idea, the exact wingas of the system might be stronger than this. There's not a high resolution model to show tropical cyclone winds, but it can give us as an idea. So let's see, shows some wingas more than 200, not 200, more than 122 km per gus. In some islands, 117, a few areas to like 102. Depending on the strength of this, it might be slightly stronger in a few areas. This crosses when once it goes to the South China Sea, might pick up again. So Tuesday, this goes in some islands. There's some small islands shows like over the ocean close to 150, in some areas to like 100, 101 km per gus. So Tuesday, Wednesday, the strength is more in the South China Sea, and then Thursday shows goes into Vietnam like even 130 km per gus or even higher, depending on the strength. The GFS is similar. The icon is don't even look at it. So please be aware. this system. Be careful with flooding and wind damage and everything. So warn others, please stay safe. The GFS is like has a similar thing in those areas. It's has slightly higher values in a few areas, 277, like 284. So please stay safe. And Vietnam has like over 300. Vietnam allows the GFS. So please be careful. The icon is an isolated area of 500. That's quite crazy, but it's possible as well with this cyclone. So please stay safe. Be careful with flooding. Stay away from flooding and stay in in a strong place because the damaging winds and some storm surge in the Philippines. Most of these islands will have some storm surge, especially the coastline facing east. And once it gets to Vietnam, the storm surge should be higher because it'll be much stronger. So please stay safe. And here shows like they do have as a typhoon before here in the Philippines. So now it's a tropical storm. It might strengthen to a typhoon as early as tomorrow before arriving in the Philippines. So please be aware. And they have it as a very strong typhoon. Like this will be equivalent to category 3 near Vietnam. So if this comes true, please stay safe. This might be a very damaging system. So please warn others. There's this disturbance practically dying near India, and and there'll be another disturbance to watch soon. So here in the recalculation, you can also see this weird curve here. This is the next disturbance taking shape. So there's this broad area of showers and storms south of Guam. This goes and like shows it tries to organize and control disturbance. So Wednesday, Thursday, a lot of heavy rainstorms in Guam and the Northern Mariana Islands. So please be careful there of a constant barrage of rain and storms coming down. So just be careful in case of some localized flash flooding. And then Friday, Saturday, this tries to organize. Not sure if you will be able to, but into our next tropical storm there in the Western Pacific. So better just watch these areas south of Guam and be careful the heavy rain and everything, as well as in Micronesia, Palau, some areas of showers and storms in the Marshall Islands next 5 days, 60 millimeters in some areas in Kiribati, shows slightly more across Fiji, some areas to 50, 60 millimeters, already more scattered showers and storms near Tonga, spots in Samoa. Not much in Vanuatu still, but already a few showers. Some islands, especially in Papua New Guinea. Indonesia shows more than 100 millimeters. Western Guinea, and more showers and storms. There's, as usual, Indonesia, like scattered showers and storms. In Malaysia, East Timor, and northernmost Australia, a few more showers. And especially like in the Indian Ocean side. So be aware. But going back to the tropical cyclone topic, the ensembles have this tropical storm now going through the Philippines into Vietnam. And after that, there is some ensemble showing the next system potentially lifting further north. This is next 168 hours, so 240 hours already shows. Let's see what just happened here because it's zoomed in a lot and it's zoomed in even more. So wait, let's go back. This is, wait, here, European, good. So 240 and Western Pacific. Let's see. So it does show potential like a system close to Taiwan, northern Philippines. Most members are starting to go north into the Pacific, but some are still showing stuff from trying to head west. The Google AI model shows like there's this tropical storm in the Philippines now going to Vietnam, and it's showing a trend now that this next system might curve north into the Pacific. A few members still go towards the Philippines, but most of them are going north. But this other Google AI model is more concerning, has a big concentration of members all going like strong to super typhoon going west northwest. So this is a little bit more concerning scenario, but it's not definite. So this system might still head north into the Pacific. So still watching. but be aware. Just keep monitoring. There's tropical storm Cal, Calmar-Egg there near the Philippines now. It has a lot of deep convection, those very high cloud tops, almost purple there. It means it's intensifying. So please stay safe there across the Philippines into Vietnam and the rest of Southeast Asia. So please be careful. Show some scared rainfall spots of China next 5 days. A few areas no, but many areas might have some rain. And southern India there. In southern southeastern India, a few showers and thunderstorms, nothing crazy, but a few more storms in southern Bangladesh into Myanmar as well, and a few ones in the Indian Ocean, central Indian Ocean, those tropical thunderstorms, and like more showers in Madagascar, in those areas, like 98 millimeters in a few areas next 5 days. And in general, in the tropics there across Central Africa, but it's already further south, like already more showers and storms spreading to Angola, Botswana, even South Africa. So these showers and storms already migrating south. So show like, for example, Monday afternoon, more scattered showers and storms, even in Botswana, northern Namibia, more spots there, central, southern Africa, especially Demokaripo, the Congo. So be aware. And shows like in Australia now, there's this cold front across Queensland and Northern Territory, some heavier showers and thunderstorms in a few areas because of this low pressure system down in Tasmania. That's extratropical cyclones. So it goes, might cause a few severe storms in Queensland again, like Monday afternoon into the night, and some heavy rain in Victoria and through Tasmania, and New South Wales shows more rain as well. Monday, this goes off the coast, but still a few storms in Queensland Tuesday morning. Then this big broad cyclone just spins there across the ocean, and maybe a weak cold front in New Zealand on November 5th, but not too strong, but might be something there on November 5th. And there's this disturbance near Western Australia that might bring a few thunderstorms starting Tuesday. So expect a few storms spots of Western Australia Tuesday, the 4th into Wednesday. There's even a small extratropical cyclone like Wednesday morning into Wednesday afternoon might come into Western Australia, shows like a broad circulation there, low pressure system Wednesday. Then this goes more storms through Western and South Australia next week. So be aware, those areas too, a few might be quite strong, so be aware. It shows rainfall mainly in the area of that system, Western Australia, more in Victoria, Tasmania, 70 to 80 millimeters, even Tasmania, and spots in Queensland, the front now, Northern Territory, those showers and storms there. So be aware, and New Zealand, right, and Western New Zealand there, in the far northern tip, some rain in the next 5 days. So be aware, snow, believe it or not, the European model still shows snow there in New South Wales and Victoria, kind of late in the season, but still shows. The GFS is also showing it 4 centimeters, Tasmania even more, and the icon mainly in New South Wales and Victoria. So be aware those areas, and especially from this front now, like on the back side of this low pressure system shows snow, and this is probably bringing some below average temperatures as well. Tuesday there, Tuesday to Wednesday, the temperatures are still mild during the day, but at night, the mountains themselves might be some localized frost in the mountains. So be aware, in New Zealand still chilly, especially in the mountains and spots like northern Australia for 40 degrees plus northwest Australia, more spots there. So be aware, Southeast Asia is fairly tropical, no crazy temperatures, but very hot. A few areas in southern India still. So be aware, the humidity and everything. Very cold in the Himalayas, right, to -23, Tajikistan and those areas. In a future video, we will continue talking about Russia and the rest of Asia. So stay tuned for that and stay warm meanwhile. So just see if there's anything special in Africa, because those temperatures in the south are already climbing fast as well. Madagascar in the mid-30s, spots in Central Africa, still like hot and humid, nothing too extreme, and in fact, Northern Africa is already having a slight chill compared to the last few months, but still fairly hot as far as Central Africa. So be aware, Thursday, Friday, the spots in South Africa, right in the west, even 39 degrees. Alright, so be careful. Might be some slight fire danger starting as well. So just be aware and stay safe with all of these systems. Please be careful.